it's already been, you know, a wonderful ride so far. We both, you know, people ask us, wow, how'd you guys meet? You guys meet at church? You guys meet at school? Since you're a teacher, you got all those beautiful women around you. I'm like, no. Yeah, and then I tell them, I said we met online. You know, she was basically working for a couple years here in the D.C. area, engineering, and a lot of sports up there. And you know, she got online, wanted to just meet some people, being new to the area, just having moved in. And in fact, our first date was before any of her furniture arrived. But you know, I gave it a shot because I said, you know, I don't want to really date anybody at my school, and it's tough to meet people because I'm not really the one to, you know, go out to bars and put my elbow up there and say, hey baby, your leg's tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day. You know, or can I borrow your cell phone? My mom told me to call her when I found the woman of my dreams. You know, things like that. By the way, what's that?
Yeah, those always work.
They do. And that's why I was, nothing really worked until I was 34 years old. But we had ended up being on eHarmony, which says, you know, it matches you up by 29 dimensions of personality and everything. And so that was actually part of our first date, was laughing about that. Because we each had, you know, a couple dates prior, and we shared those stories with each other. You know, we met at dinner over at Carlisle and in Arlington, and you know, close to where she lived, and I respected that, you know, for us to meet there. So if it didn't go well, you know, she could just say, yeah, bye, and head on out. But that didn't happen. You know, we had a great time. We sat there. And you know, we just kicked our conversation, and the conversation, it just kept going. And then we ended up, you know, taking a walk down this little kind of like a town center area, and found a bench down there. And literally until like it was 1:30 in the morning, we just sat there talking about everything, about likes and dislikes, about the Big Ten, about the little college CAA, and I mean, just about everything, you know. And we both knew, you know, it kind of, at that time, that, hey, you know, this might work. For our second date, we went to dinner, and then we saw Wally.
Wally.
But those of you that have seen it, you know that it's, you know, there's a lot of social commentary in there about taking care of the earth and everything. But just on the surface, it's about these two robots, and the guy robot is terrified about holding the female robot's hand. I sat there through the movie like this. This is our second date, okay? And she was sitting next to me, and I was like, stupid, trying to grab her hand, you know. But yeah, so that I related a lot to that. So, you know, see some of that tomorrow. Anyway, but she got past that whole timid part and saw that yeah, that I really was interested in her, and I really started to like her. And then you know, one thing led to another, and almost a year later, you know, we went back to the exact same place, and I got out of my chair and got on one knee and asked for her hand in marriage. And other times when I had prepared something to say, but when I don't prepare anything, a lot of times it's kind of, you know, it's more off the cuff, and it's more from the heart, and that's the way it was then. And you know, I was very excited when she got a little teary-eyed, and I kind of like, is that a good sign? And before it could even finish, you know, she said yes. And we had called Kathy and Greg. And you know, Kathy said, Melissa's happy, and she's happy, you know, enjoyed meeting me, and she gave her blessing, and then had the opportunity to talk to Greg, and that was very special then too. I asked him, I said, sir, I love your daughter very much. You know, do you mind if I can I have your blessing of her hand in marriage? And he said one of the greatest lines. He said, well, if it's okay with her, I guess it's all right with me. And I love that. I love that. And in Chrysalis, which is a youth Christian retreat, I've given several single life talks. And one piece of literature that I can't praise Jesus. In fact, the other night I got a prayer cross that says single life on it that I got last time I gave the single life talk. I presented it to her the other evening. But anyway, it was a letter that I received anonymously in my campus mailbox when I was a freshman or sophomore in college, and it basically says, you know, don't worry. You know, don't go looking for anybody necessarily right now. Be set and satisfied with the love that I, the Lord, have for you. And then, once you are ready, once you are filled and complete with yourself and me, then I will present to you the person that I'm preparing her for you, and I'm preparing you for her. So don't be lonely right now. I'm with you, but I'm also working right now. And I'm working on both of your hearts. I'm working on both of you together. I'm working on the situations that are going to put the two of you together at just the right moment. And July 12th, 08, was just that right moment. So honey, I love you very much, and I'm very much looking forward to tomorrow, where we can finally call each other husband and wife. And just with all of you being here to share this with us, I want to thank all of you for, especially the folks that have traveled so far. I don't want to say family and friends. I'll just say family, because you all in this room, you are. I mean, you're family to both of us. And Mom and Dad, thank you for this wonderful party. Thank you for this wonderful celebration of our love. Thank you. I know several other people had kind of covert operations to have to do with all this as well, so thank you as well. I don't know what else to say, but from the bottom of my heart, we both love you all very much, and we thank you for being here, for celebrating this special time with us. Thank you. God bless you all.